Hey everyone, and
Hey.
welcome. How are we doing? It's great to be with you. We're here finally on the day of the release of the Iberia DLC
Absolutely.
for Euro Truck Simulator 2. So exciting, and it's so great to have you all joining us today for the official release live stream here. Uh, Hope you're doing well. For those who don't know me, hello, my name is Alex. I'll be
Hi,
your
Alex.
host, your community
Hi,
manager,
Alex.
whatever
Nice
you
to
want to
meet
call
you.
me for today. And below me here in the studio, live from Prague in the Czech Republic, we're joined by two very special people. We have, of course, Nimiro, my partner in crime, and we
Okay.
also have Annie as well. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Ooh, hey, Annie.
Hi, I'm Annie. I'm a 2D artist here at SCS Software, and I've been on the stream before, twice I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
have.
third time's the charm, and I'm here to show you some hopefully cool stuff that I worked on
You're
for
gonna be famous.
Iberia DLC, as well as
Yeah, I mean-
answer some questions.
You're
Because
practically a professional
this
streamer
time
now.
I actually can see the chat. so-
Full-time streamer. Another
Oh,
full-time
that's good.
streamer in the house.
That's good. And Nimiro as well, if you'd like to introduce yourself. I know you've been here many times before, but
Yeah, hey
Go for it.
everyone. My name is Nemiro and I work here in SCS Software as a PR and marketing manager, but it feels like through recent weeks I'm working here more like a professional streamer and driver, right, Alex?
Right? That's what it feels like, honestly.
Yeah.
You need to change your job role. We need to,
Yeah,
change
we need
it.
we need
Change the
news
title.
idols. News idols. Come in.
Of course, we're here for the release of the Iberia DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2. I know we're finally here, chat. We're finally at this moment. It's so exciting. There's lots of you tuned in right now. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Twitch, and we're live on Steam
everywhere.
as well.
We're live on
We're
Times Square.
We're all over the internet. We're worldwide right now. We've got a handful of you watching from Steam. Over let's throw some numbers out there. We've got almost 4,000 people watching on Steam right now.
4,000.
We got over
4,000!
We've got 1,200 of
Okay,
you
now I'm
on
nervous.
Twitch right now, and over on YouTube, we have about 1,000 of you. So casual numbers, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't
Casual
stress
numbers,
too
yeah.
much. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Thank you,
And,
Alex.
Let us know, folks, where in the world you are watching from. And if you are ready for Iberia as well, let us know in the chat. It's good to see
From
you.
where
all.
are
See
you
lots of
watching
familiar
from,
names
Alex?
already.
From where are you watching
Where am
from,
I
Alex?
watching
It
from?
looks like you are like somewhere in like sunny.
I mean, behind me.
It's Barcelona, isn't it?
It's a very nice palm
The
tree.
beautiful. Don't mind that weird. That's fine. We're in Barcelona. It's fine. Don't mind that. We got people watching from Ireland, Romania, Portugal, Brazil, Spain, the Netherlands, Poland, Belgium. The chat's going crazy. It's so hard to read. Singapore, South Africa, Uruguay, Germany, England. So
I
good
can't
to see
barely
all of you.
read it. I can't barely. It's
I
jumping
know
up so fast.
It's going. We've got the SES elevator going. It's going super fast right now. So, but it's good to see everybody here. And
Alex, your
we know
camera-
you're very excited.
Your camera is a little bit like pixelated, so I hope you won't have any problems with electricity today.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, man.
Fingers
Fingers
crossed,
crossed.
yeah.
Don't leave
For
us.
the-
Don't
for the
leave us.
last one, for the last stream, literally 2 days ago, would know that I had some unfortunate problems with some power. Let's touch wood and hope that nothing happens today. We got an exciting lineup for you today. We're not obviously just joined by Annie here, one of our
True.
2D artists, but we'll also be joined by guests later in the stream as well. And of course, hitting that big button to release Iberia with our CEO as well. And Nimiro will be all along driving in the brand new Renault T Range
Yes,
High
sir.
Revolution.
Yes, sir.
Which is the newest one, which we released just a couple of days ago.
It was
It's
like
crazy how
on
much has happened
Tuesday.
so much this week,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we've had so much happen this week. It's a big week for us here at SES. So someone in the chat said donate batteries to Alex. It could be helpful, honestly. It could honestly be helpful. So, but yeah, big week for us, and obviously we're very excited to get trucking in Iberia here. Nimiro, I can see you're already heading out on your first job.
I'm trying. I'm trying
from
to
where are
find
you
some-
right now? From?
I'm in Barcelona. I'm basically right next to you. I'm
Barcelona.
your neighbor. I'm your neighbor right now.
It's good to see. I'm going to see you driving in the background.
Yeah,
just in a
have a
minute
honk,
now, okay?
have a
Make
honk.
sure to give us a wave when you do. All right. Well, let's get the ball rolling here, shall we? We're not going to keep you waiting. We're going to get right into things here. Annie, great to see you again. Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for
this
having me.
afternoon. It's good to see your face again and have you back, like you said, for a third time, basically professional at this point.
First time for the luck,
Basically-
right?
Gonna steal
Yeah.
Nemiro's spot, watch out.
Oh
I'm
no.
coming for you.
Oh no. Oh no. Now I'm worried.
Coming for you. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your role within the Iberia DLC. Maybe you can kind of talk through what you've been working on within this DLC.
Okay, well, I
I'm
guess
re-
I cannot show any images yet. So
I'm ready. I'm ready. If you are ready, I can go right now to the part because with Annie we've prepared something for you guys.
We've
in
got,
chat.
Okay.
we've got
Love it.
mad images because so much to show. But
Let me just pick my cargo here, and then we can
yeah, just
go
just
fully.
Okay, okay.
okay,
fully
okay.
dive
Chill,
in
everybody,
it.
just focus on Nemero picking his cargo and.
I want to
We'll let him
play.
drive for
I
a
want
little
to
bit before
play
he
at
has to
least.
stop. I'm sorry.
So-
I will be right. I will be right. Right.
Anyway, Iberia. What my task is, and some people in chat might already know what I do, especially if they watch the Colorado release stream. But what I'm essentially responsible for is branding. I create logos, I create billboards, I create concept art for various assets that require it. I basically make sure that the brands look unique, but also that they would fit into the real world, because you know we cannot just take a logo from the real world and copy paste it into our games.
Right.
We cannot do that. So that's what I'm here for. And I must say that I also important to mention, I've not been at SES for that long. This is my, I think, 14th month at the company. And my work, Iberia is actually the first Euro Truck Simulator DLC that features my work. So all the billboards that you're gonna see, the various signs, and there is a lot, like they were all made by me, or vast majority of them
I
were
feel like
made
we
by
are
me.
just passing one of them. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Alex,
one of them.
we are on the food topic again.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no.
Already, I know. It's okay.
Oh,
I
here
have
we go
eaten
again.
Just before the stream, honestly. This time,
Okay.
I was prepared for this because I knew we were going to be in it for the long run. So I've already eaten. Hopefully, you have as well. So.
So yeah, so today, if anybody in the chat remembers the Colorado, no, not the Colorado. I mean, slightly the Colorado one, because I had some illustrations of buildings and such. And then during the American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator accessories release, the DLC release stream,
Yep.
I showed quite a lot of concept art, which was more of an illustrative work. What we're gonna show today is slightly different. It's more graphic design, but there's a lot, and we really hope that you do enjoy. And you're also gonna get to see what it's like what it takes to design a logo, for example.
I'm really, really excited to kind of
Just-
see your examples of work. And Iberia being one of our biggest DLCs ever, I imagine you've had to do so much in terms of design.
A lot, a whole
Yeah.
lot, and a lot of care and perfectionism went into it. Like sometimes, like you'll see, just there are some logos that would take forever to get right.
I'm excited to see once Nimura gets himself hitched up here, and we can take a quick look at some of your
Let's
work
do this.
here.
Let's do this.
All right.
All tabbing now. Annie, take the lead.
Oh,
Direct
okay.
me to where you need me
Okay.
You got your own
well,
folder. Here we go.
first. Yeah.
I'm near. My eyesight is not the best.
First start
so
billboards?
logos, yeah,
Logos.
logos. Let's start with logos.
No. Yeah, company logos.
Company logos, yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Not the. That's number one, please.
Number one.
Can you sort by
name?
not by name, by date modifier? Excuse us,
this one.
chat. Yes.
That's the one. That's the one.
Fine.
We did it.
Okay.
We did it.
So there we go. So what you can see here, these are the final designs. This is just part one, and if you click on the next slide, yeah. So these two slides, these are the final designs of all the new companies that are actually part of the economy. So these are the companies
Awesome.
that the players, yeah, these are actually the companies that the players interact with, and. Some of them are, let's just say some of them are like super exciting and interesting to design. In particular, Casa Olivera,
It
because
looks amazing. I'm just trying to think about if I can tell what the company is like, in what business in the company is, just by the logo. Chat, let's play a game. Can you guess? Can you guess
play a
all the
game,
logos?
let's
Throw
play.
your guesses in the chat. Go on, chat. If you think you can guess at any of these
I mean, some of
companies, or
I think
what they might
some
specialize
are
in,
pretty
go for it.
obvious.
We see someone saying olive oil. I think
Olive
that's a
oil?
good guess,
Which one is
because we
olive
see
oil?
olives. That's a good
Well,
question.
you'll have to play the DLC to see.
True.
Of course,
true.
of course.
Cool. Sorry, I just interrupt your thinking. Too excited.
basically, yeah. So here you can see the finished designs, and you might be thinking, well, that's easy, right? Like, someone's just gonna sit in front of their computer and take 20 minutes to design a logo. But in reality, we're gonna show you what it takes to design one logo like this, if you wanna do it right. And we do, because this DLC, I was told it would be a huge one. This was actually one of my first assignments here at SCS, and I just wanted to give it my best. Next slide, please, sir.
Third one? This one?
Yeah. No. Just skip to the concept art. Just keep skipping. Yeah. So, for example,
okay.
Yep. And this one wasn't much of a struggle, because as you can see, I had some idea, kind of have like a circle logo with the like orange hues, gray hues. But as you can see, I experimented with quite a few fonts and palettes in there. Next.
What make you how do you do the final decision? What color are the right ones? It's just like about your personal feeling about them, or?
Yeah, it's usually a group effort. Like I always consult other people.
Okay.
The only time when I don't like consult multiple people is, for example, like when I design logos for companies that quote unquote don't matter that much. Like if they're just cosmetic and they're gonna be just like one building, I show it to maybe two people. Show it to someone who knows the language, so we can make sure that it makes sense. But in this case, in case of the logos that actually appear as part of the economy, like they matter most. They're like top priority. So I usually consult them with many people, and which is why you'll see that sometimes the designs change like drastically throughout the process, because like we might design something that we're happy with, but then someone who like knows the context, can come in like, okay, but actually like this symbol can be offensive because of this and that. And the thing is like when you design something, anything really, when you're trying to like capture a foreign culture, you can never, like, no matter how much research you do, you can like never make it perfect, but we strive to make it as authentic as possible. That's a pretty generic supermarket, and next I think that's a food.
This one?
No, the previous one. Yeah. I think that's a food producer or something.
Looks like some kind of farm maybe here, like they grow crops or something.
Yeah, something. I don't really remember. Some of these are pretty old.
But there's so many of them, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, so like I've made hundreds, so sometimes I really do forget.
So there you go. That's like the process of it. The amount of different.
We should
designs
probably
that you have
click
to go through it.
Yeah, let's just click through them a little bit faster. This was my favorite because that took forever to draw.
I believe this.
It's a very
one is
pretty
really
design,
complex. Yeah, this one is really complex one. Like there's like maybe some landmark-ish mountain on it, or
they're like plantations and stuff like that.
Cool. Oh.
This one was featured in one of our recently released screenshots, I believe. Cantera Iberica.
Okay.
Are these the cork farms?
Yep.
Cool.
Ah, nice. Okay.
That's one of the things that I love about like Iberia, like any DLC that has something that's like very specific to the country. That we don't have here in the Czech Republic, so it's always cool to see.
Yeah, it's kind of cool to get creative with what kind of logos and designs you can come up with surrounding that industry, right?
Is this a train?
Yeah.
Cool. And this is some kind of nuclear plant?
Yep, nuclear power plant.
Very, very cool.
They look really like realistic. Like you can, that like basically the logos of the company that you can see in the real world.
That's the goal.
Like,
yeah.
I would believe them if I would see them on a billboard in reality.
I'm more impressed by the amount of like iterations there are. I wouldn't think there'd been so many changes made and like just almost like little details right into it, like just little changes here and there, just to make it perfect.
Casa Olivera.
It's my favorite.
I love it. Is that meant to be like a little, almost like, it almost looks like a smiley face almost on the olive on that Casa Olivera. It almost looks like a smiling olive, like it's smiling.
Olive's happy to see us.
Where? I don't see it, but
okay. No, you don't see the little eye, and then there's the line at the bottom. It looks like a smiley face.
Okay.
Okay.
these are like maybe some kind of supermarket.
Yeah, that's a supermarket.
And these
the one,
agregados.
I think, I don't know if it's like a machine manufacturer or something. It's like very industrial.
Okay, we are at the end.
Yep. And one more thing, if you can show chat the trailers. They were at the beginning.
Here they are.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because here I want to give a shout out to my colleague Wolfka. She works at the vehicle department, and she was responsible for creating these gorgeous trailers using my designs. And she absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
Like,
they
I
look-
just
they
love
look
these so
awesome.
much. So
They look
so
awesome.
chat, if you could write some hearts in the chat for Wolfka.
Shout out to Wolfka. We had her in the stream, right?
Yeah,
Alex?
we
Yeah,
came on
she
the
was
stream.
here a
Yeah,
while
yeah,
back.
she came on the stream, and it was
In
really,
her-
really interesting learning
in
about
her
her work.
cosplay,
So
in her cosplay,
it
it
was
was amazing.
fantastic to see, and they're looking
Let's-
absolutely
let's get
fantastic.
some
So
hearts
give
in
some
the
love,
chat.
chat. There it is.
They're
Hearts flying
spamming.
into the
There we
Twitch
go.
chat
They're
now.
spamming.
Thanks,
Twitch is
chat. That's really
spamming.
nice of you.
Harper.
Chat. Lots of
No,
love.
they're looking
Wolfka.
fantastic. So all of these
These are,
trailers will be
I love
drivable
these
in
so
game,
much.
right?
Yeah, Alex. We already, if you remember, during our Iberia gameplay streams, we already met some of them. Like this one with the horse.
We
I
have,
remember
yeah, we've
that.
seen a couple of these already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the Chester
This
one.
is
as well, the
amazing.
purple
This one is probably my favorite because it actually
Yeah,
looks like
it's
a
like
cork.
it's made out of cork.
You know?
Oh, that's so
Very
cool.
lovely.
I didn't even notice that detail. Like, it's actually the cork texture. That's so cool.
Amazing.
There we go. So
amazing
you'll be
stuff.
able to see all of these trailers within the Iberia DLC chat, and I'm sure there's quite a few others as well. Is this the whole selection here?
Should be, unless I forgot to include one or two.
So there might be a couple of surprises still waiting for you, of course. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout and on those, and really, really awesome to see how the designs have transferred from the industry onto the trailers as well. And of course, it just makes a massive difference when you're driving around and seeing these industries, that you actually do see those trailers as well, kind of connected
Absolutely.
with the industry, right? I think it's a really
Absolutely.
nice touch, and it's something that we saw in American Truck Simulator a little bit as well, right?
Yeah. In Colorado, I guess.
Yep. This is one thing that I personally, and you'll see a few more cool things in the next.
So which folder should we do next?
So many folders. Billboards, I
Billboards?
suppose.
Let's do billboards. The first one again.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
But what I was gonna say
Oh,
is
man,
that
Alex.
you're gonna
Food
see.
billboards.
Sorry about it for again. But what I wanted to say is that that's like one thing that I care about a lot is like when I create a logo, most of them they do just like they do get used on just one asset, but I like to say recycle them as much as possible. So they're featured, like if they cannot be placed on trailers, then they can be placed on perhaps other vehicles, or multiple sizes of billboards, and we just always try to think of ways, like new ways to utilize them, so that the world feels connected, because that's just how it is in real life, especially with the huge brands. Like you just see them all over the place. And some of you, like those of you who paid attention to the logos that we showed 5 minutes ago, you might start recognizing some of these brands. So you can just click through these freely.
I'm just enjoying the look. They look so believable and so real. Like this one with English curses. Like that's basically the one you can see around in the real world, right? And that pizza looks so tasty.
To be honest, I feel like I have a huge responsibility to really push myself. I make these as believable and realistic as possible, because with the new light, like that's just what our games deserve. Like when I create these designs, I always I want our screenshots to look as hyper realistic as possible.
And I already saw a lot of praises on your work on when we were doing our regular blog post about Iberia topics. When some of the screenshots, these billboards were captured, or when we with Alex drove around some of them in our yearly Iberia gameplay streams. I saw a lot of praises on these billboards and these little details of the world.
And I was going to ask about, you must do your research, right, into what kind of billboards do exist in the real world, and how you can
There's
take that
an interesting
information and put it in.
question. If I may answer it, because
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
It actually got blocked for some reason, but I can still see it. Someone asked, how do I select the phone numbers, and if they are fake, they are fake. I always make sure to either I just there are internet generators you can use that will generate like completely fake numbers, and I always like
Oh,
Google
really?
them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all fake.
I remember a funny story back in the days when you probably and it was not in the SCS. I think that we back in the early days of American Truck Simulator, we put some of these like fake billboards in the game with a number. But some people were trying to call it, and then we received a message from the owner of the number. Hey guys, can you please remove my number from the game? You know?
Oh no!
Yeah.
That was an actual thing. Oh no!
Yeah. So after this experience, I think that guys like or like members of our team, like Annie, need to check these numbers properly.
Websites as well. They're all
as well.
fake.
True.
Someone else asked if I take bound references, assuming they probably mean like the photographs. I use internet banks that provide free stock images without the need of providing credit. I think like sometimes you probably like you might remember from an older DLC that sometimes there are like pictures of our colleagues featured, and I sometimes also like take a picture of something, but 99% of the time, I use these websites.
I love also like there are multiple billboards, but from the same company. Like for example, here with the billboards for the furniture, you can buy a sofa from the same company, and then you can also buy a chair.
A whole set.
That's awesome.
Also, some of those that might be a little bit more attentive in chat might even notice that there are like a few little, I'd almost say Easter eggs or little hints of things in there. I'm not going to say what any of them are, but maybe you might notice them right now, because I'm seeing quite a few, and it's very, very cool to kind of see that little bit of creativity kind of splashed in on these billboards. So when you're driving around, you definitely keep an eye out for those.
Speedometric says the cafe looks good and tasty. You know what? I've been on my feet all day, and I've not even had my cup of coffee today yet.
Have you not? Oh my goodness.
I've not, and it's almost 6, and I don't know how I'm still holding up, honestly.
But I see these billboards. They look so real and amazing. I want to go shopping or go to a concert like this Marco fashion. I don't know if it's a godsend or like a billboard for like fashion brand. I want to go shopping, Alex. Can we go shopping?
Someone says, why there aren't billboards of the companies
great
that
as
are
well.
in the game? There are, not all of them, but some of the companies are actually featured on the billboards. Because the thing is, like, we are also like limited by the number of billboards we can put in the game, because like we don't have the time capacity to create hundreds of them, obviously. And I don't wanna just keep recycling the same 20 brands over and over. Yes, I do feature many of them on like multiple types of assets, but I also wanna create what I like to call like cosmetic brands that aren't actually part of our economy, but the players can recognize them because it can be like, oh, there's a vehicle with this cosmetic brand, and oh, there's a billboard with the same brand, and then they drive past a building and it's got a sign on it, and we've got a few cosmetic brands like that as well.
And I remember you mentioning in a previous stream actually about how, making that interconnection where the players can see it, where they actually deliver to the industry, or they see, like, for example, the fast food place, and then actually see it up on a building and stuff. And it's making that kind of world connection for the player, that they can actually recognize those brands, not only in American Truck, but in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and even maybe crisscrossing it maybe might be a possibility in the future as well, right?
Yes, there is already, I believe there already, now I cannot say for sure, but there were definitely a few things that either are already like got implemented into ATS or will be implemented like relatively near future. Like this is also one of the things that I personally care about a lot, and there are a few brands that I'm looking into like having kind of implemented into the other game.
Cool stuff. That was
very, very cool to see.
That was for billboards. Where to next?
Anything really.
Anything really? So what's central botting?
Oh yeah, that's funny. Okay.
That's you.
That's me.
That's you.
That is you. Okay.
I was waiting. That's the answer.
So you are Olga Lopez.
Yeah, because that's me. Hello. This is actually an answer to a question Alex does not ask it. But if you were to ask me like what was the funniest or like most interesting, like most exciting thing that you worked on in the Iberia DLC, and it was this probably. And if you could.
So that's your alter ego in the game.
Third one, please, because that one.
This one.
Yeah.
Chat, can you find that and post the screenshots of this when you get into Iberia?
This was, when you're tasked with creating hundreds of logos and billboards, sometimes you get creatively blocked after a while. And I was like having one of those days, and our ETS assets lead comes to me and he's like, yeah, I've got this building, and can you like it like holds like exhibitions and stuff like that. Like, can you come up with something to put on an animated? By the way, it's animated, an animated sign. And I was thinking, I could download an image of a painter and just do what I usually do with the other billboards. But I was thinking, it's a beautiful building, it's a beautiful center. It's actually like when you arrive on a ferry from the UK, is the first thing you see.
Okay, nice.
So I thought, it deserved something fun, something unique. So I painted over my own picture. I just took a selfie and I painted over it. And that's the story of how this thing came to be.
Looks great.
It looks really, really good. And it's like almost meant to be like your alter ego in Iberia, right? I'm guessing it's like an artist or something, right?
It's not like, maybe I'm just the artist. I'm just a model, and maybe I don't even exist. I'm just like a random woman that came out of this artist's imagination. Who knows? Who knows? No one knows.
Who knows?
I certainly don't. I just thought it'd be funny if I painted myself.
Well, it's very, very cool that you kind of get to have a piece of.
Someone says, can we get that on a trailer?
On a trailer? Can you imagine?
A new company.
Driving around.
Olga Lopez. Olga Lopez company. What are these?
Yep. Can you click through them real quick so that Chad has a general idea? These are, to probably start with the third one. Yeah. These are various new signs that can be like found like especially in like industrial complexes or places that have a lot of restaurants. And we had this in American Truck Simulator, but not really in Europe. And now with Iberia, they come to Europe, and I plan to make many more of these for the upcoming DLC, so that the world feels more colorful. And I want to give like huge props to the our wonderful map designers who really like utilize these to their fullest potential. Like they just put them all over the place. So the world.
Prokop solution.
Yeah. some of these are actually like references to our colleagues.
I think that we will need to clarify that one with our next guest, like Prokop Soluciones.
Because Prokop is actually the DLC lead.
Yeah, he's gonna be our second guest.
He's gonna be coming up on the stream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think there's some connection between these two pieces. Okay, but take a closer look at all of these, like.
There's a few names in there that I recognize, and I was just going to say, when I saw that screenshot with all of the signs and stuff and how they've utilized it in the in-game world, it looks really fantastic because it really just does make a huge difference and really brings Iberia to life. Because when you're driving around, of course, almost anywhere you see commercials, bus stops, up on buildings, sometimes even on the floor, on the road.
You can't escape them, basically.
Like so you can't escape them.
Yeah.
But they really do add that new layer of immersion for drivers when they're in Iberia, and I gotta say they just look absolutely fantastic. And I'm seeing chat very much agreeing right now. Lots of love in the chat as well for.
I can see two more
designs.
references.
These are some familiar faces.
Looks like Raven's got his own restaurant
before, for sure.
And also restaurants.
Both of them have been, yeah.
Yeah, Iluna. Iluna, that's also our colleague, right?
And Raven, yeah.
Yeah,
so they got their restaurants. I want also my own restaurant in the next DLC. Where can I sign? Where can I sign for that?
Just ask.
Who do we have to talk to?
Just ask me.
Alex, we are going to have our own restaurant in the next DLC. It's gonna be
me and Namura
two friends
at the next restaurant.
Yeah.
Serving food all the time.
Someone in chat asked, and this is a good question. I don't see the number, so I cannot say their name because I don't remember it. But someone asked, how do I feel about mods? People modding my stuff out. I 100,000,000% support modders because even though I've never actually modded any SCS games before, I did mod many other games before because I've loved video games all my life. I've been a gamer all my life. I've played around with anything I could really, and I 100% support modders, and just it shows. I don't take it as a personal offense, someone not being happy with my design, because I respect that the players, they're looking for authenticity, and we cannot give them the one-to-one accuracy they're used to from the real world. So it makes sense for them to put the real brands in, and I completely understand it. Like if they like what we come up with, that's amazing. But if they hate it and I want to replace it, that's cool. Like I'm still super happy that they play our games and they're enthusiastic enough to take their time downloading or making the mods. Like that's definitely wonderful.
Absolutely.
So just have fun with the games. I think it's been said a million times that our company support modders very much.
This is so
with the integration of the Steam Workshop and everything, it makes it so much easier. And I really like, someone just posted an idea in the chat. I saw you responding to it, Nimiro.
No, don't read it.
I'm reading it. Someone made a suggestion.
What was
that we
it?
need to have
What?
Nimiro's driving school billboard, because he's such a good driver, right? On stream. He's such a good driver.
Come on, Chad. Stop it.
Make it happen. Tweet us at SCS Software. Let's get a petition going for that.
Yes. Chat. Write post PogChip in chat if you want Nemiro's driving school, and you'll get it. You'll get it. It might take a while, for the next DLC to come out.
Hey guys, we are here to release Iberia DLC, not to roast me. Stop it.
That's part of the experience. It's part of the experience.
Can you see the PogChimps? Count the PogChimps,
so many of them.
They're spamming some snakes. I don't know.
Yep,
what
that's
emoji?
the new PogChimp.
Yeah. Okay. I'm too old for this thing. Okay, let's get back to the more important stuff. Okay.
Yep. Oh, and that's a very very cool, very good folder that you opened. Can you just show us the cars first?
This one.
Yep. So this is
Vans.
something that's actually new in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And this is something that was shown during the Colorado release stream, I think. We've got these low cabs that drive around and advertise. I think in Colorado it's our new fast food brands, and we made a bunch of these. And then I really wanted these to have in Europe as well.
Some others already mod them.
Yep. Oh.
in Colorado.
Oh, well, good for them. And I really thought it would be great if we had these in Europe as well. So they're coming to Europe, and we have a few that are gonna be exclusive to Iberia, but we also have a few that are not gonna be exclusive. And this should again push our level of immersion and, like you said, interconnectivity between the brands. And as you can see, some of these there are brands from the economy. Some of these are purely cosmetic, but like I said, even the cosmetic brands, I just care a lot about incorporating them into as many designs as I can.
And there was a good question in chat. Again, I missed the username because chat's just flying past today. Somebody was asking about time frame. Maybe you could give us a rough estimate from when you started creating the very first design for Iberia to the very last. How was that, more than a year, or how long was that going on?
I can give you that's simple. Iberia was alongside Colorado, that was my first task when I started SCS, and I started in March 2020. So, but Iberia had been in production for quite some time already, but all of these things, I work on this on and off. Of course, I work on multiple DLCs at a time, as well as I'm also involved with many other stuff, marketing stuff, etc. So, I do a lot. Yeah. But what you can see here was made over a period of 1 year, on and off. So that's why I said that I couldn't remember what some of these logos represented, because I made them a year ago. Especially the thing that we showed at the very beginning, these were some of the first designs that I created for Iberia DLC.
Super impressive.
The economy logos.
And chat, if you have any ideas you want to help out Annie with some creative blocks sometimes, feel free to tweet them at us as well. You know, for future ideas, we can maybe start putting them together into like a pool. I think someone mentioned we should have like a little like area where we can just have like all these ideas for different designs and stuff. But yeah, of course, you can always head over to our forums for the wish list and suggestions as well over there. It's always a good place to kind of get a hold of things. And here we're looking at some from petrol stations as well, some gas stations, right?
Yep, gas stations. If you could show the slide with logos first. Yeah.
This one?
Yep. So here again, you can see that sometimes just the first design doesn't stick and the second one doesn't stick either, and then you're on the 50th one and that's still not sticking. And but eventually, we agreed on one that we all liked. This is Gotha. This is Gotha. This is our unique gas station exclusive to Iberia. And
cool.
As you can see, it represents a droplet of.
And there are like multiple versions. Now this one, right? This
yeah,
one
that's the final one.
Cool.
So first comes the logo, then come the color variations.
Cool stuff.
Very good. Someone's asking if you could zoom in on it as well, Nemiro. If you could zoom in just to show a bit more detail. There you go. Perfect. So they're looking at all the different color variations that it went through there. And the black and the orange. Nice colors. Yeah, they are very, very nice colors. Chat seems to be enjoying the designs a lot for sure. We gotta visit that place. Here come the puns. We gotta visit this place. Yeah, you definitely gotta visit it. It'll be in Iberia. Good stuff. Looking good. Well, chat, if you're just joining us, welcome along. It's good to have you all with us. You're here for the Iberia DLC official release live stream. We're joined by Annie, and we're taking a look at some of the graphic design and arts that has been created. And here's another one, which I think we're all flexing today, right? I mean, I've got mine.
You too, Alex?
You
too?
Yep,
I have it as well.
I've already seen some.
Pride wearer.
There we go, the Iberia t-shirts. And these are given out internally, but also created by you,
unfortunately these are only for...
I've already seen people ask about this all over social media, because you see, as employees, I've been posting pictures and people have been asking, where can I get one? Sadly, these are kind of employee exclusive.
Yeah, you have to work for us to get one.
Yep.
Jump on SCSsoft.com.
That's an easy way. That's an easy way to get one. But this was just another project, a fun project that I worked on like a month ago, and we'll see if we can turn these into wallpapers or something of that sort.
True. Something for the social media or something.
Or maybe when the COVID situation is sorted and we are back on the road to Gamescom, maybe we can print more of these and bring them for the community.
Who knows? No promises being made here. We'll see.
We'll see.
And it's a really cool design because it incorporates a lot of different things almost from the DLC and also from Iberia. Obviously, you got the more traditional kind of looking patterns that you find across Spain and Portugal and stuff. I'm not really sure what the name of it is, but I can kind of recognize it. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more.
Can I have the vectors so I can print my own? That's the whole point of not sharing the vectors, sorry. So that people cannot run their own stores.
These are all the different designs that you went through here, all the different iterations, right?
They all look great.
This is just to show you what someone, and I'm not the only person at SCS who helps out with the marketing and production of these things. There are quite many people here who do 2D stuff, who design all the previous shirts and. Who can make stuff like this. So this is I think this is quite interesting for the fans to see.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, the pattern here.
I don't just create the billboards. I do quite a variety of stuff.
That's also good that you have this picture here, because we probably would totally forgot that when the DLC is going to be released tonight, it also means that the Spanish and Portuguese paint jobs packs gonna get a free update, right, Alex, of these two amazing paint jobs?
Yep, they are. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool stuff.
Very good. Yeah, no, loving it. And I think a lot of the team of SCS Software are wearing those shirts today. Maybe we'll see a little bit later on if we can spot anybody else at the
yeah.
internal party that's happening online. But we'll talk
there-
a little bit more about that later for sure.
There is not a lot of people here in the office today because of the COVID situation, and the company still works from home office mostly. But everyone who I've met here today was wearing this T-shirt. Either it is the white or it is the blue one.
Yeah, no, I really, really love the designs. I went for the blue one. I do have the white one as well, but the blue one was, I think, quite a nice choice today because I like the color blue. So it's one of my favorite colors. So that's why I went for that one.
True.
Looking great. Well, no, thank you, Shane, for all these designs with us. They look fantastic. And of course, very exciting to see incorporated within the Iberia DLC as well. Chat, if you have any questions for Annie, feel free to throw them in the chat because she is reading them right now.
This is the first time actually have can see the chat. So.
And have you just got Twitch chat as well? Have you got YouTube chat up as well on Steam or?
No, I just
Twitch
got
chat, but
I just got Twitch chat. But if you guys are watching the other chats, you can.
I will keep an eye out.
You can use my laptop here. This one is YouTube chat. Feel free to use it.
Welcome to my world. We got chats on both sides.
How do you do this? This is one laptop too many. I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to read something in it, right? The chat is like an elevator, as Alex always said.
No, there are two elevators.
Yeah.
Will you also design the billboards for the upcoming DLCs? Yes. Cannot say if all of them, but definitely like the majority of them. That really depends on my schedule and how busy I am.
We got somebody
Are there any Easter eggs? Are there any Easter eggs in the DLC?
Don't spoil.
Yeah, not gonna spoil.
No, he's not spoiling it.
Maybe there are, maybe there aren't.
Our favorite colors. Nimiro, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color, black.
You say so? What color was that?
Black.
Black?
Yeah.
How about you, Annie?
I like this, like emerald, like dark green, emerald green. I don't know.
Emerald
and I like pink. I like pink a lot,
yeah.
but I don't
It's
really
very
like
bright.
but pink's great.
What about you, Alex? Your favorite color?
Oh, I already said I love blue. My blue's my favorite color for sure. So that's why I'm a big fan of the t-shirts.
What tools do you use for creating these amazing designs? And I also want to answer to another questions that was on the Twitch chat a few minutes ago. Someone asked if it's a bitmap or vector artwork. Actually, I do both. I use Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator and a variety of tablets. I have a very simple graphic tablet both at work and at home, and then sometimes for illustrative work I use my iPad. But I create both vector and bitmap artwork. Especially the logos, they often require to be vectorized.
Maybe the chat could throw an idea what you might draw after when the second guest will come, because he was before the stream begins, he was I don't know what I would draw. So maybe chat can provide you some ideas and suggestions.
Someone asked me if they can find my work online. I only use Instagram, and
they are probably asking for ArtStation and something like that.
Yeah.
You don't have it?
Eventually, I know that I should make one, and I've been saying this for a year.
Let's see what other questions we have coming up here.
We have 5 minutes till we need to switch to another guest.
Mm-hmm.
So
we do?
Chat.
Okay.
But Annie will not leave us. She will stay with us here, but she's going to be focused more on. You're going to try to draw something, right? In this
I just want to ask what. This is a very good question. Can I ask one more?
Bring
Someone
it on.
asked me. Who are you? That girl Nisha says, "Hi Annie, what challenges have you faced with Iberia compared to the other DLC you worked on?" This is one thing that I really want to highlight. And I don't know if I talked about this when we released Colorado, but the language barrier. That's a huge obstacle. And here I would like to give a shout out to basically every single person who helped me with translations. That's Pedro and Yoni from SCS and various other people from the SCS forums. And I think since I'm already thanking people, also want to give a huge shout out to everybody like on the forums who helps us whenever we're looking for information regarding basically anything that we work on because we're one company located in Czech Republic. Even though we have many foreign employees, it's like it's not like all of us just have lived in Spain their whole lives and know the culture. So we're super reliant on correct information, on research. And there's only so much our research team can do, and what they also do which is why we need you. Like there's no other way to put this. And I just want to thank so much to everybody on the forums who's helped us, who's answered our questions, who've taken their time, helping us build this amazing DLC. Because like it wouldn't be possible to create the world in such to make it such an authentic world without the people who can who have often the information that we don't.
Absolutely.
100%. No, I have to agree there. We really do have, as we say, #best community ever, really helping us out all the way behind. So to everybody who's been involved in some way or another by sending you suggestions or feedback or whatever it may be, a massive thank you to you all. You're all really, really amazing, and there's so many of you supporting us here today on the special day where we're going to be releasing Iberia. That's happening at 7 p.m. I know a lot of people are asking in the chat. 7 p.m. That's Central European summertime. But if you want to find out the time for your local time zone, we do have it on our blog, blog.scssoft.com. And also, can we get some love and hearts as well in the chat for Annie as well for showing us some of her work? Because thank you so much for showing us, your process and everything and all your ideas. So thank you for sharing all the information and everything with us. It's a pleasure to always have you on with the stream. But like Nimiro said, you're not going anywhere. You're going to be sticking around on the stream with us. And what did they say? We're going to be creating a logo, right?
I don't know. What are you going to draw?
I have no idea what I'm going to draw.
No idea yet?
Okay.
But I have my iPad with me.
Chad, what she should draw? What she should draw, Chad?
What should I draw?
Any ideas?
What should Annie draw? I think something
I've
related to Iberia would be good.
Yeah, I have an hour to try to design something with the tools at my disposal.
Someone suggesting you should draw a doggo.
I don't think I've ever drawn a dog in my life. Like a realistic dog.
And someone said that you should draw me.
Design a logo with your face in it.
Nemiro's driving school logo. Come on, Chet is relentless on me.
It's a good idea though, but I have only got an hour. This is something that
Come on.
needs a lot of love to put into. Nemiro driving school.
Someone suggested
asking for it.
Iberia
Asking for it
or something, or.
Nemiro, it's a good idea though.
You gonna try?
I guess.
Well, we'll take a look at all of these ideas that you're throwing into the chat, and I guess we'll discuss it a little bit during the intermission. But for now, what we got to do, we got to switch guests around, right, Nemiro?
Yes, sir.
We do. So, Annie, thank you again for sharing all your wonderful and amazing insights. But we'll let you get thinking in your brain of what you're going to draw for the celebration of the release of Iberia, of course, happening at 7
I'll think of something.
CST. So do not go anywhere. We're going to be taking a very short and quick break as we bring on our next guest. If you're just joining us, welcome. Don't worry, you haven't missed too much, but you have missed a lot of amazing graphics design and lots of talk about the graphics and billboards and all sorts, including Iberia, which is, of course, releasing today. So do not go anywhere, chat. We'll be back with more with you for the Iberia release stream here in just a few moments. We'll see you in a minute. And welcome back. Good to have you back. We finally got ourselves sorted here. As you can tell, we're joined by another guest in the studio here for the Iberia DLC official release live stream. Less than 1 hour to go. Less than 1 hour to go. It's very, very exciting. We're joined none other by Prokop. Great to have you with us. How are you doing?
Hey, hello. I'm still a little bit stressed from like coming here. That's some technical problems with microphone right now. And
Chat,
stuff like
Chat,
that.
let us know if the sounds are good, if you can see and hear everyone loud and clear. And also we should cover, because I saw a lot of questions about where are our masks, so we should put that straight. So Annie and Prokop, unfortunately, but fortunately as well, they went through COVID recently, so they are kind of protected inside their bodies. And also everyone here at SES Software, when you enter the company, you have to go straight to the test. So we are all tested this day and we are all negative, and we hope that it's gonna stay like that for a very long time. So
I've isolated myself in a completely different country across.
You escaped Czech Republic. So
everybody's here, happy, healthy, and safe, and has been tested as well. But no, it's great to have you along in the studio. Annie, of course, is still with us as well, as you probably saw during the intermission, having lots of fun with the chat as well.
I love the chat.
The chat's great. The chat is great. And Namir, of course, back with us on the roads.
And I missed my turn. I just missed my turn.
That's true. And Annie, did you decide on what you were going to draw during this next hour?
Yes, I'm giving Chat what I want.
You're giving chat what they want. And
Thank you, Chat.
I'm giving them to Nevero's driving school.
Thank you, Chat. Thank you.
Driving school is
Thank you, Chat.
to
Thank you, Chat.
life.
It's coming, Chat.
Very funny. I'm going to
working
ban
on
you all. I'm gonna ban you all.
Annie is going to be working on that for the next hour, and of course we're going to be counting down as well for the release of Iberia. Very soon we'll be joined by another very special guest to release the Iberia DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's all very, very exciting, and time is going so fast. If you haven't already, you want to be notified of this release, add it to your Steam wish list, and you also have the opportunity to win some keys over at our Twitter as well by using the hashtag #ReadyForIberia. So throw that all over social media.
Yeah, I saw that post and it went quite crazy, right, Alex?
I think there's more than 1,000 entries already on that post already.
You broke
so
Twitter.
I've broken Twitter. Hopefully, if we can get that trending, by all means, that would be awesome. And if you haven't already, make sure to click subscribe, hit that bell and the notifications on YouTube, and as well as on Twitch. Give us a follow for more content in the future. But let's get right into it. Maybe Prokop, if you'd like to introduce yourself, what you do here at SES Software.
Yeah. Hi everybody, I am Prokop. I am project lead on Iberia DLC, so pretty much everything that you see in the map was like caused by me, inflicted upon you. Made by our mappers team and asset team and whole SES. But yeah, I'm the person that should ensure the quality of the upcoming DLC of Iberia.
And how are you feeling about today? I imagine it must be quite an exciting but
Yeah.
nervous feeling, right?
It's been like almost more than 2 years of work for me.
Wow, okay.
From the beginning, like the preparations till the release right now, or right now in an hour and something. So yeah, it's like part of my life right now, pretty much. Ending phase of my life by releasing Iberia finally. It's interesting to be.
How long
after that?
How long it was in a production, like?
It was. I was starting 2019 by this time, I think.
Okay.
So it's
nearly 2 years. Wow.
I think a little bit more than 2 years.
Wow.
Of course, I didn't start it like from complete scratch. Like nothing was done. There was some plan before made by our colleague Stepan, but yeah. 2 years ago, we started like creating the plans.
I have one question for you, Prokop.
Yeah.
Couldn't you finish that road there? Like.
I think it's still not finished even in real.
Okay.
And we almost finished some roads in Iberia, but we didn't in the end.
Alex, you still there?
I am still here, yes.
Yeah.
God, you just saw frozen for a few seconds, and I was
Did
like,
I?
"Oh no,
I'm
his
still-
village
I'm
was
still,
cut off."
Honestly, touch
Okay.
okay. Nothing happened. You need to stop mentioning
Can
it.
you please move? Can you please move from time to time just to see that you are here with us?
I'm like a statue there. But that's impressive. I mean, it's almost like when you think about it, Iberia is almost like a small child for you that you're about to kind of let go on its own into the public and to kind of be its own, its own thing. And it must be a little bit scary for you and the team involved.
Yeah, it is a little bit scary. I hope like the team made great job around Iberia. Like I'm more scared about the stuff that we like couldn't understand about Iberia, about Spain and Portugal, that we put in the game, because nobody, you already mentioned that, nobody from almost nobody from SCS lives in Spain and is from Spain or Portugal, except for Pedro and a few others. But we don't know the country. We try to do it as best as we could and put as much love in it as we could. But I don't know if it will be enough for people that actually live there. I hope so. We try to do our best. But yeah, I kind of wanted to visit Spain at least last summer, but it wasn't possible in the end. So yeah, I know Spain very well from Google Maps and references, and from people talking about it, and from people talking about it on our forums, but I never been there. So.
Well, I mean, obviously quite a challenge, and of course even more challenging during these difficult times with the pandemic and everything like that. Of course, a lot of adjustments had to be made to our work life, and I imagine for your team as well. And would you say, having to figure out all of that research and everything was the most challenging part about this DLC, or was there some other challenges along the way?
Yeah, I think the main challenge was the sheer size of the DLC, because it's the biggest one yet that SCS ever made. I think like it's even comparable to base game, or maybe even bigger, because the base game was made by phases in different games and expanded upon. But Iberia was the greatest chunk that was ever done for a single DLC. It also meant that we needed a team that could do this in some foreseeable time, so it was also the biggest team to manage. And on top of that, it's my first DLC I ever led as the newly promoted team leader. So yeah, that was a lot of new things for me and for CS, and a lot of managing work, planning, reviewing, and just like keeping check on all the roads in Iberia. You just saw the map.
Yeah, it's huge, and there's like 49 cities, right? In
Amazing. Some of them are like small villages, but there are a lot of cities, a lot of huge cities. And even so, the original plan was even bigger, but we had to cut something out because it wouldn't be manageable for us in that time.
I was going to say, I mean, I want to give, first of all, my first massive congratulations to you and your team and everyone involved in the project, because from what you're telling me, what an absolute mammoth, or what we might even say here in the UK, an absolute unit of a project that you have on your hands here, and for it to, for you to be leading it for the first time as well, DLC management-wise, is just a huge task. And especially through all of the difficulties that have been happening in the real world, as I imagine as well internally, with having to move things around and change the way that you work while working from home during these times, it really must have been a difficult task. So massive congratulations to you, first of all, to getting to this point and finally being at the point where we can release it and that others can enjoy it. Because as we can see here right now on the screen, it looks absolutely beautiful, especially taking advantage of that new visual lighting system as well, which is an added bonus, right?
Yeah, of course. It was interesting. Originally, the lighting system should come after Iberia, but thanks to some delays and stuff like this, it came out with Iberia, or I think it came like few days before.
Yeah, a few weeks on with the 1.4 the updates.
Yeah, for the update. But Iberia is the first DLC that was like made for it. So it was quite interesting to see how the game changes by the new lighting when we still work on it. It was tricky in some cases, like recognize what actually didn't work with the new lighting and fix it and tweak it and fine tune it for the new lighting. Don't know if we catched all the problems that could have been caused by map team, but I hope so. Yeah, but I wanted one more thing when you mentioned working from home, and thanks for the release and stuff like this. I want to thank my team, because managing such a huge team from home, like working from home, it was like quite a stretch and stress for everybody in the team, and they made it perfect and worked even from home very effectively. Made absolutely beautiful map. Sure. And I want to thank them for that and for dealing with me and my feedbacks and wishes and complaints and not having time for the team to properly feedback them and give them response for everything, because managing team means communicating over Discord is something else than communicating in person. So that was like another challenge on top of the big team and big DLC.
Yeah, no, and honestly, it's so great to see it all come together, and I'm sure lots of people have had their hands in creating this absolutely huge DLC, and lots of people are very, very excited to play it. I think we released a stat on the blog that it had over 600,000 wishlists now, Namiro? Am I correct in saying, right?
Yes,
on
it's
Steam.
like 600,005.
Which is like the most I believe we've ever had for any DLC. Yeah. Is that correct in saying as well?
Yeah, it's record. It's record.
It is a new record, and like you're saying, we have lots of firsts. It's amazing. Within this DLC, and not only is the visual lighting system and the new assets and stuff one of them, but another thing as well is the ambient sounds. It's the first DLC to come with these brand new environmental sounds that were recorded especially for the DLC, and that must have been quite a nice extra as well to add to this DLC, another level of immersion, might you say?
Yeah, for me, like the sounds went kind of around me, because I'm not a sound guy. I work on the visuals mostly, so it's huge props to the sound team, Maciej and others. They even went to Iberia to actually record sounds from the places that you should hear them in the game. So the sounds that you hear in the game, if you like lean out of the window, they should be authentic as much as you can. It's and Iberia is the first DLC with this sound design, so I hope you like it. I listened to some of the samples, wilderness sounds and around the sea, and sounds pretty nice, sounds pretty relaxing.
Yeah, no, it's great, the variety of different sounds that were able to record from across the peninsula, from industries like you said to coastlines to deserts and different wilderness areas as well, and I think it really adds another level of immersion to the whole DLC, and something that I'm sure our community is going to notice. Make sure you do take regular rest stops, I'd say, for sure. Wind down the window in your truck and just kind of appreciate it all, because Iberia has such a variety of different ecosystems and different areas, from cities to deserts. It really is just an incredible part of the world. And I'm sure you've seen that as well, as you've been piecing it all together bit by bit. How crazy different areas can be, from the east to the south, to the south to the north. They're very different places, right?
Yeah. Even like Iberia is like first case of something approximating a desert in the whole European track simulator, because most of Europe is temperate weather. What's the word? I don't know. Doesn't matter. But the temperate climate.
Okay.
So most of the Europe is kinda similar, but the Iberia on the south is a lot different. There are and even like inside the Iberia, there are places that are really, really unique, even in the world. Like I don't even speak about the things like the plastic sea with the greenhouses, but there are places that are horizons covered with olive trees. There are forests on the north. There are mountains. There are deserts. There are coastlines. It's really, really rich environment, and it was kind of hard to get everything right. I hope we at least get the general idea or the atmosphere right for every place. Hope you like it.
And where do you even begin on such a large project? Because, you know, it just must be so hard to wrap your head around. On where do you even start? You know, obviously you have to start a lot with the research, and I imagine the research team had such a huge role to play in bringing a lot together within this map as well. But where did it all begin for the start of Iberia?
For start, we have to come up with the road layout for the whole DLC, because it have to not only like reflect reality, but it also have to work within our game and be and visit interesting places. So since we have scale, we have to somewhat make difficult decisions, what to include, what not, what to skip, what to add. So that was one of the first challenges to like think about what we need in the DLC at all, what roads, and then from that we have to build economy, what docks and what places we should visit, what cargoes we should transport, what cities will be there, of course, and and then we can start actually building the map and testing it if it even works what we designed beforehand. So the process is really
quite complex, right?
What?
Quite complex.
Yeah, quite complex. And because everything have to work together, and like where to start, I don't even know where I started actually.
It must be kind of hard to remember. Like Annie was also mentioning earlier as well, you know, work began on Iberia so long ago that it's almost hard to remember all the things that you've done within that time. And also something that was mentioned earlier as well, that I imagine that the community also had quite a large role to play as well. A lot of them over on our official forums also help with the research, and I think again we should definitely give a shout out to the community who do help us with those sort of things, because they do really make a big difference when they are able to provide local information. And I know there's a lot of certain individuals as well that have helped out a lot with that.
Yeah, we probably couldn't do it without help from the local community, because even our research team spending whole days trying to find some informations that we need for our game weren't able to get it without like the insight of the people living actually there, because it's a different country, different culture.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Shout out not only for our research department that spent thousands of hours or hundreds of hours on that, but also for the community, because it couldn't happen without them.
Absolutely.
100%. And of course, I imagine as well, a lot of people here talking about, you know, how large the Iberia Peninsula is. I imagine it must have been quite hard to kind of choose, because obviously the game is on a scale, so obviously you can't fit everything that you wanted in, and you obviously had to make some decisions as well. I imagine it must have been quite difficult to kind of pick and choose what you thought would work best for the map.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have like 1:19 scale. So yeah, some cities were just impossible to put there because we wouldn't have space for them. Some had to be there, even though it would be really stretching the limitations of our engine. That's another thing. Like the game have its limitations, and we have to work within them.
You always need to keep in mind that the game has to run on multiple platforms, right? Multiple like range of hardware and laptops as well, and PCs.
Lot of our players are playing on computers that are not like the latest,
the high-end
model, high-end.
Yeah.
So we have to work with all these factors and make the game to work with these limitations. But for the cities, we try to give to have all the really important ones. But since Iberia is so large, there are a lot of really important cities. But we also wanted to have at least some of the smaller villages or like the beautiful countryside and smaller roads. So we even try to pick at least few smaller cities that you visit when driving around Iberia, be it Spain or Portugal.
I think that we just lost Alex. Either we lost him or he just fell asleep.
Finally, we lost Alex.
We finally lost Alex. we were like afraid of it the whole day, that his like house will again run out of electricity, and it happened. Alex, please, can you wake up? Alex. At least you could frozen in a less obvious pose, man. You know, you really looks like you're sleeping there. And I don't think that Prokop's speech was that boring. It was actually interesting. Alex, come on. Can you wake up, please? Sorry,
Alex
guys.
Stopped working.
Yeah, Alex Exe just stopped working. Yeah, we need to reboot Alex.
Alex did a Brexit. No.
Chet is roasting Alex. Like, come on, Chet. Be nice.
Be kind to Alex.
Yeah, be kind to Alex. He's doing his best. He just moved recently. He did his best to have everything set up for these streams, but obviously the technical issues are still there. But I will do my best to just drive and take the moderation here. So I wondered when you were speaking about that your guys always need to keep in mind the optimization of the game. Is it because for me it looks like with every new DLC we produce, you always raise the bar of the quality?
Yeah.
Is it harder and harder for you in regards to the optimization, or is it easier because our programmers also provide new cool features, how to save some hardware power and capacity here and there?
Yeah, it's definitely harder.
Okay.
Because one of things I had to do, and I didn't like doing that, was like stopping the mappers from overdoing the map design.
Okay, so
and
they wanted to do
too
it
many details and everything,
okay,
because it would make the optimization really hard. And yeah, they obviously added a lot of details to the map anyway. So
oh man, these must be like really hard decisions, because I bet that these places look really amazing, but you have to be the person that come to there and say, oh, okay, this is way too much. This will like burn people's hardware.
I usually don't come in and say like delete half of the city because we can't do it. But I have to be the person that comes in and says, hey, this is probably enough.
Okay, stop here.
Stop. Don't add anymore. We have to optimize it after that. But yeah, some of the places were really hard to make working, and even like the programmers had to help us with making it work.
Yeah, with polishing and stuff.
With polishing, with like introducing new methods how to optimize the game. We hope it works really well in the end. it looks like it should be comparable to the previous DLC.
The Road to the Black Sea,
Alex
right?
might be coming back.
I don't know. I don't hear him. I can see him on the.
Me neither.
Alex.
I mean, I think I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear it.
We can hear Alex. Alex finally woke up.
Awesome.
Alex, it was so funny. You froze in the post that your eyes were closed.
Oh,
your eyes
right.
were closed.
You
So
Fantastic. I bet I've got lots of great photos coming my way on Twitter.
You
Thank
couldn't look
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
uninterested, honestly.
chat, please
Oh.
clip that. Clip
Might say
that.
it's my new-
Roast him.
That would be
Roast
beautiful. I
him.
Clipped and
apologise, I'm
shipped.
sorry.
I mean, you should saw the chat. You know, they were relentless on you. They were like,
Apologize.
Alex, that exe stopped working and something like that. You know, all the memes.
Well, we talked about
Chat,
it
can you
not
hear
happening,
Alex?
and it happened. So I mean, what
Yeah.
can I say? Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. Touch wood. Hopefully, we'll all
Yeah.
be good. But let me just
Hope
quickly
so.
get set up again here. I'll be back in 2
No
seconds.
problem. Do your upgrades, man. Do your upgrades to a better working version.
I know.
Okay, but back to the Iberia topic. I wonder, like, from your perspective as a leader of the DLC, you probably love the whole project as you know, as the comp. Oh my God, this scenery is so. It feels so vast. Let me just check. Where's my turn? Yeah, I need to exit the highway.
Yeah.
How can you actually manage that? You can see that far, and it feels like it's
You-
still very high detail.
Right.
That's amazing.
Since I started working as a team leader, I didn't touch that map that much.
Yeah,
So-
it's way more managing stuff,
way more,
right?
way
Yeah.
more managing. It may be an interesting thing to have one of the map designers,
designers,
one
yeah.
of our seniors and veterans to come here and talk about how
sure.
actually make the map. Because I myself am sometimes amazed what they actually can do with the editor.
Yeah, I would love to. We were also thinking about maybe in the future we could do streams in which actually some of your guys or any like skilled map designer could actually build a small village in the stream, you know, from a scratch, for example. Maybe that would be interesting for the community as well. But my previous question was about, before I got amazed, and I got amazed just right again here. Oh my God, it looks so cool. I wanted to ask, like, for you as a leader of the DLC, and you probably know a lot about this DLC, about the cities and everything. What would you be your like favorite part, favorite city, favorite sceneries, favorite location, favorite asset, favorite landmark? I don't know.
I always like the roundabouts in Iberia.
Roundabouts. You're a
Because
roundabout.
There
guy.
are some really bizarre ones,
Yeah.
and we wanted at least to place some of them in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So we have two. In the end, one of
I think
them
one of them was in the video trailer, right? With like
yeah,
multiple
it's
levels.
like multiple layers. It's
Oh.
at A Coruña, and from what I read, it was like a way to solve like high traffic area at one place, because like a lot of cars were going to the industrial area right next to it, and a lot of cars had to pass through this interchange from and to the city. So they solved it by making actually another roundabout above the roundabout that was already there. So it's really weird place that you can drive on top of the interchange or at the bottom. And the second one was at Barcelona, where
Yeah, that's the one like you are like coming through the tunnel, right? And then you come
and you
upper
enter to the
the city center
to
or
the city
something.
center from inside the roundabout. You drive
Yeah,
tunnel there and
that one is amazing. I mean, me and Alex were driving through that one in our first Iberia gameplay stream, right, Alex? And we were both like amazed how cool that feels for the first time when you're driving through the tunnel and then up to the upper layer of the roundabout. That was amazing.
yeah, it would be like in the reality the roundabout is even bigger, but yeah, we
Again, the
we have
scale.
our limitations.
Yeah.
Because, so we tried to do it as
It's like-
best as we could.
And it's like in the reality, it's like a multiple lanes, or it's still like
Yeah, it's like at the thickest place, it's a 6-lane
oh man,
roundabout, and there is a bicycle lane in the middle of the roundabout.
I would not dare to drive
Yeah,
a
me
bicycle
neither,
there.
me
Like,
neither.
no way.
It was like nope, big nope.
No.
And the bicycle lane, since the roundabout is into the spiral, basically. At one point there are 2 lanes on the one side and 4 lanes on the other, and you are in the middle on a bike.
You're dead probably. Like
I don't know if somebody is from Barcelona and have a bike.
put a GoPro, and record it.
Send us the footage. I'm really interested in seeing if
But
anybody is
be careful.
able to go there. Yeah, of course. Don't do it if it's really dangerous.
Only
because
professionals.
It
Only
looks
professionals.
really dangerous.
Alex, I'm guessing you're talking about the tunnel, right? That you were talking about, Nimimo?
Yes.
Yeah, the tunnel that goes
the-
up to Barcelona. Honestly,
Yeah.
such an incredible view, and I imagine there's lots of different like lovely viewpoints just like that all across Iberia as well. Also, I just want to quickly say thanks, chat, for welcoming me back. It's good to see you all again. I wasn't sleeping, but yeah, good to see you all again. Thank you for your welcome back.
For interesting views, like in Iberia, it's the first DLC in Euro Truck Simulator that have the viewpoints.
The viewpoints, right?
Viewpoints implemented. So those that play American Truck Simulator maybe know it already, but it's coming to Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it's in Iberia. There are like 17.
17 of them.
I think
Wow.
16 or 17. I don't
Okay.
know.
man.
We had a lot of planned, but not everything like worked out in the end. So there are the viewpoints, and you can enjoy like nice, awesome views from the cinematic camera in the Iberia.
So make sure to explore them and find them all. We're not going to give away the locations of all of them.
Yeah.
I think we may have come across a couple on stream before, right, Nimimo, when we were having our Iberia gameplay and chill streams, but we
Yes.
didn't go to all of them
I
because we
think
didn't want to
that's-
ruin the.
We
you know,
did
the
two.
fun of it.
We did two.
So-
But if I would knew that there are 17 of them, I would do more. I would do more in our streams. Like we were trying to save more of them for the community, but if there are 17 of them, like we should have visited more, Alex.
I'm
Definitely.
not really sure if it's there really 17. Sorry.
Okay, and then they are
15,
going to roast
15.
you because they're like
15.
15.
We work with multiple versions of for some, and there is a lot of things to keep track of, and I probably lost track of those things.
That's okay. And I don't know what was discussed during my time that I was away just for a quick minute, but I was just wondering, do you have a favorite area of Iberia? Is there like a place that you have a lot of love for, or do you just love it all equally? Or was that the question already asked?
That was my
That was
last
only the
question.
question.
Like,
Yeah.
The one
Like the
question,
most-
the Barcelona, yeah.
pick your
My favorite place.
pick your own question, Alex. Yeah, can you please don't steal my questions here? Come on, man.
Like the really nice places, there are a lot of them. I like the Malo de Luna, or the area around it. It's like nice scenic view on a lake in the mountains. There are awesome views on Almeria from the coastal road. We have the Tabernas Desert there. It's a little bit small in our scale, but it's there. I like the places around Granada and Mengibar, because they are the olive trees on the horizon.
They are there as well, if I'm right. Right? Are these olives or not?
No, this is vineyard. I
This is
think.
vineyard. Okay.
Should be vineyard. Yeah, and vineyards. There are also a lot of really nice wine coming from Spain. So. And a lot of fruits and vegetables.
I can imagine, yeah. I mean, the warmer climates, I imagine they have lots of great fruits and vegetables to be grown and exported, of course, across Europe and beyond as well. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of industries related to that, as we saw earlier with some of Annie's designs. There's lots of different variety of industries coming all out of Iberia, from cork to fruits and veg to different automotive industries as well. So it's all very, very exciting indeed. And as chat is saying at the moment, lots of people already beginning the countdown, because we're not too far away from the release now, as time is flying.
True.
We've got about 25 minutes left now until the release of Iberia. So I want to ask chat, Are you ready for Iberia? If you're ready for Iberia, give us a hashtag ready for Iberia in the chat. Let us know if you are ready. You are watching live right now our official release live stream with us here at SES Software. Thanks for joining us. I know there's lots of you watching. I'm just going to give a quick shout out to some folks because we're live over on Steam, we're live over on YouTube, and we're live over on Twitch.
Yeah.
Right now on Steam, hopefully this doesn't make you a little bit more nervous. We're almost at 20,000 viewers on Steam.
What?
With 18,000 plus. Over on Twitch, we've got about 2,300 of you lovely people. And on our YouTube channel right now, there's 1,400 of you. So thank you all so much.
That's a record.
For joining us. Yeah, I think we're breaking some records for sure right now. And lots of you are ready for Iberia. We're going to be releasing it here live on stream. We'll be joined by our CEO, Pavel Shabor, a little bit
in a few minutes, actually.
And not too far away. So it's all very, very exciting that we're finally getting to this moment. And of course, lots of you very, very excited for this release. And I imagine, Prokop, it must be quite exciting to see how much everyone's spamming the chat right now about the DLC.
Yeah,
everyone's ready for Iberia.
I'm like astounded by the numbers that you are telling me right now. That so many people are watching me right now. I don't want to be here anymore.
I probably shouldn't have said too much.
Yeah,
it's amazing to recognize, the community that we have here and everyone here that is supporting us. We all know you're very, very excited to explore this absolutely huge DLC, and there's been obviously a lot of hype building up to this moment. So we're so happy that we could have yourself here to talk more about the DLC as well. And also, I imagine your team is probably celebrating as well. Hopefully, they're all at the little virtual party that we're having right now. Do you have any kind of plans of how you're going to kind of celebrate after the release?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I will have a glass of wine.
I think that's more than appropriate.
Then I will probably sleep a lot.
I'm
still kind of stressed from finishing.
You kind of sounds like you're looking forward more to be done with it, to be shipped, and just go community, enjoy it, have your fun, and I'm going to sleep.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah, I believe.
So I will be glad that I don't have to be on be stressed about every day, what can go wrong, what will go wrong. I hope that people will just enjoy it and it will work for them and it will be nice and they will spend quality time by driving to.
I bet they will do. I bet they will do.
Fantastic.
It looks amazing. Just look at these sceneries. It's like a lot of rocks around, but still looks like a very dry and hot.
I'm thinking, where are you right now?
I'm Ciudad Real.
Yeah, you are going
Ciudad Real
south
to.
Yeah, you are actually entering one of my favorite areas.
Oh, cool.
There will be the Mengi bar with the olive trees. And this place is really nice with the tunnels.
Yeah, multiple tunnels. I can see tunnel for train. Amazing.
It's
amazing.
One of the new things for Iberia was quite a lot of new types of rocks and mountains.
And also a lot of new types for vegetation, I believe.
For terrains, yeah, because we didn't have anything that dry, so
it's very green in Europe,
till
right?
now. Yeah. Rest of Europe is green, but Iberia is.
It's only desert in Europe, right?
Yeah, I think it's only one. So we had to make, our vegetation department had to make a lot of new materials. Some were imported from American Truck Simulator. Some are brand new, or quite a lot of them are brand new. And our Slovakian colleagues had to make a lot of new rocks and stones
and trees as well. Because I still remember the moment when we were doing one of our first Iberia gameplay streams with Alex, and we were passing by some, I think it was a cork farm, and there was the trees with cork, but half of the trees were already harvested off the cork.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, it was one of the very special things about Portugal. because Portugal is one of the biggest like exporters of cork.
Of cork, yeah.
So we had to place it in there, and we had to show it in the game. So there is like a cork sawmill, or
And
we
farms and
appropriated
trees.
a sawmill and added a lot of cork stuff in it. So yeah,
Amazing stuff. I think Alex and Philip, if you guys are listening to me, I think like in 3 minutes we should welcome Pavel as well in the call. So maybe Philip, it's time for a quick intermission. Okay, Alex, can you like tell the community to not leave us?
Do not leave us, community. We love you. Stay with us.
Thanks, Alex.
That's
Thanks, Alex. That's it. That
We're
was
gonna
your
release
role
it in Iberia,
today.
so don't go anywhere, basically. So
Yeah,
but yeah.
we will just bring the intermission screen again for a few moments, and we will set everything up with Pavel Shebor, CEO of our company, who is ready to join us live remotely from his home. So don't go anywhere.
Do not go anywhere. And again, thank you, Prokop, for joining us. But I know you'll be staying with us, so we'll see you again in a few minutes. But thank you for all of your insight and
in few
information
moments.
as well. So we'll be back with you in just a few short moments for the release of Iberia, and of course our CEO who will be joining us, Pavel Shebor. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere, chat.
okay.
Hey, we are back.
Hi.
Hey everyone, how are we doing? It's good to have you back. Welcome along. So I thought you were taking it there for a second. I thought you were going to say more then.
No.
Great to have you back.
I don't want to
Chat.
steal
It's good
your
to see
job,
you all.
man.
It's good to see you. Of course, we're joined by our guests that we've had featured so far on the stream, Annie, Prokop, and Nemiro. If you're just joining us, hello, welcome. But we're also joined
Hey,
by
everyone.
our CEO of SES Software, Pavel Shebor. Pavel, how are you doing? Great to have you along for us this evening.
Hello, stream. I'm doing great. It's a great day. It's a great day to be here. Very much looking forward to the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting. Absolutely. With less than 15 minutes to go now for the release of the Iberia DLC for Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's a very, very exciting time indeed. And we've talked about so much already on the stream, from the designs of the graphics that you see on the roads, like billboards and such, to the actual map itself. But a little bit earlier, actually, when Prokop came onto the stream, we gave Annie the challenge of letting chat decide what she should draw during the past hour, and you guys decided on designing a Nimiro's driving school, because we want to admire Nimiro's fantastic driving on stream.
I still don't get the joke.
So we thought it'd be more than appropriate to do that. And I believe
she's just finishing that. We are going to be able to show it.
Finishing details in, and then we're going to get
in a few moments. In a few moments.
It's coming, chat.
It is coming. So we'll be just looking at that in just a few moments. So do stay holding tight for that. But first, I just want to switch over to Pavel here. Pavel, what are your first initial thoughts right now? How are you feeling about the whole release of Iberia?
Well, I'm already celebrating pretty much because the internal SCS party has already started. Of course, as most things these days, it's a virtual party, but we have a very nice platform where people are meeting in a little replica of our office in the virtual world, little 2D avatars. So we've already been chatting. We have already been.
I'm showing it right now.
Okay, let's give it a try. So this is like today is wrapping up well over a year of effort of a large group of people, the largest project ever for us in a way.
There's so many people.
Okay, so yeah, this is the party. So I actually have, my camera that I'm using now for this connection is on my phone. I have another screen here where the party is going. I have another screen here where another copy of the stream is running. So it's like space center control room, so my screen's for me. So a lot of things are happening. There is a group of people waiting to make everything around the launch to go smooth. Ultimately, I have the page open here as well to click the big green button here from home. We all hope that this is the last such DLC to launch virtually. We very much like as a company the being together as a team and celebrating together. So hopefully the weird times will be gone, will be over soon, and we'll be able to meet again. But really today is very special for a lot of people at SCS. And I'm just one small part of it. I'm helping by enabling things, but I'm no longer so much involved in the actual production. So when I looked at the stream earlier today, I was watching the stream with the sound off because I was also talking on the internal party. I can't believe how beautiful it is. I can't believe how much over the years our engine, our art, our technology, as well as the people that created, have progressed from the very early beginnings, the very early truck sims to today, to the quality that we can produce today. So I'm looking forward to the day. I'm looking forward to continuing the trend.
Okay, guys, internally, the rest of the team, if you are watching us from the amazing remote application here I'm showing, can you raise your emoji of a hand or put some hearts in the chat for the community? Because there is more than 20,000 people watching you right now. You are having remote party, and it looks so cool. There is so many people that the application is kind of laggy for me here.
Yeah, no, it's great to see
a lot of my colleagues joining with the webcams as well. Everyone's posting high five emoji or emoji of a heart. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's so great to be able to see the company come together like this in a way that we've never done it before, but it's so fantastic to see so many of you enjoying yourselves here at the kind of virtual kind of get together. And I did not expect to see that many people there. So it's really cool to see everyone. So hello to everybody. Yeah. I haven't seen your faces in such a long time, but I hope you're having a wonderful evening anyway, and having a good time celebrating together for sure.
That's so cool. That's so cool to see that, this current pandemic situation can't stop us to have a proper party.
Exactly.
Proper release party. Okay, but let's switch back to the game, shall we?
Gotcha. Sounds good. We'll check out a little bit more of Iberia before its release. There's lots of love and hearts going in the chat here as well. in Twitch and on YouTube and also on Steam as well. So thank you everybody for showing your support. Of course, very exciting. 9 minutes away now. We're going down into single digits.
But I think Philip, you're ready with the design. Okay,
Yeah,
so chat, do you want to see what Annie draw? Meanwhile, do you really want to? I'm feel bad about it. They're gonna roast me. They're gonna roast me again. But okay, Philip, can you please hide us and put it on the display for a few moments? Let's enjoy.
Let's have a look. Here's the design which Annie came up with. Here we are. Look at that.
I only had like
That is
40
amazing.
minutes. So.
Wow.
That's so.
Give a hand.
Why do I have like a Terminator eye? That's not
Because
funny.
that's you while drawing.
No, I never.
I'm just doing my job, Nemiro.
I never hurt anything. I never hit anything. I never scratched a trailer or truck.
So cool. Maybe you could quickly talk about your idea behind it, where you just kind of how Nimuro was on the stream and how he's looking while he's driving, very concentrated behind the wheel here, Annie.
Yes, as you can see, there are flames behind him.
Flames like
Because it's very hot in the studio, right?
yeah, true. From the lights.
That's
Of the lights.
And I just missed my turn. You know, maybe I need like driving school.
I think this design,
Really cool.
if I were to speak of it as the artist.
Okay, Philip, enough. Can you please
It's
hide
just
it?
the determination.
It's embarrassing for me.
Looks like pretty good tattoo design.
Yeah.
Okay, chat, spam hashtag Nemiro tattoo if you want.
I don't have any tattoo, and I won't do that. I don't like that.
Well, that is amazing to see. Wow. I mean, just goes to show the talent there that you have, Annie, in creating that in just under an hour's time. And chat's really enjoying it as well. Everyone's really giving their phrases in the chat as well, and also spamming the hashtag now that you've created there, Annie.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
I'm sure maybe we might see something happen in the future.
Annie, I don't think that you can come here anymore into the stream. I don't think. Like,
that's up for you to decide.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Chat likes this, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're having great time. They're having great time, and that's the most important thing, you know.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and of course taking the time to draw that as well. It's really, really cool to see, and I'm glad that chat kind of got their wish on the design as well. But with just about 5 minutes to go now to the release of the Iberia DLC, we were talking about a little bit earlier, Pavel, about how many wish list editions this has made. It's one of the biggest releases that we've had in the company so far, and it must be feel like an amazing achievement at that for sure.
Well, wishlist entries on their own are not, I guess, such an achievement. It's an indication, of course, of the support of the community, but it's also a sad reminder that this project was taking a lot of time to complete. So we have accumulated the wish lists over like a year and a half. So I wish we could be faster, but maybe you have already touched it in the stream. This is a really complicated time for any company, even for a company that, games companies were not as affected by the downturn in economy as many service companies in other services. But still, the work from home regime is very, very complicated, especially for the leaders. I guess Prokop has confirmed that from his point of view, managing 20 plus people, providing feedback, teaching newbies, because SCS has actually hired something like 50 people over the last year.
Wow. And
of the past 12 months, we have spent together in the office maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks, I'm not sure. So all of that was remote, teaching people remotely, providing people with feedback remotely. So very, very demanding time for the senior people in the company. But we managed. We managed to grow. We managed to deliver. Maybe a little bit later than we would all like, but still managed to prevail. So it's great, and I think as things normalize in the next upcoming months, we'll be even stronger from all these lessons.
100%, I have to agree. And there's quite a few people asking in the chat as well if you yourself have had a moment. I know you're very busy, of course, a lot of the time, but to check out the DLC for yourself, and if you do have like a little favorite area of it.
Well, my favorite place would be Porto, because I've been there like 20 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
A lot of time has passed under the bridge, all the bridges since then. But
Okay, I should
but
be back.
it reminded me of the time there. It's really like the feeling is there, and I know that there are so many locations in Iberia that mentioning some is not so nice to the other places. I hope people will discover all those nice places. We have a lot of players who are basically playing the game for the discovery, for the exploration. So there's a lot of stuff to explore, definitely.
And I mean, definitely a lot of stuff. We're talking about just the huge size of this DLC and how much it contains in terms of places to explore and things to see and industries and all sorts. There's so much for the driver to do. And of course, I can only think about as well how large the map has grown for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and the very, very long journeys everyone's going to be able to start making across right all of Europe as well. So I know a lot of people that are excited about that as well. And as we wrap up the final few minutes here, maybe we could just go. I mean, everyone's kind of had a hand here in Iberia and the DLC. Maybe we could give a last couple of messages to the community or anyone that you want to do kind of shout outs to before we get to pressing that button, because we'll be doing that in just a couple of minutes time. Is there anything else anyone would like to say out to the community here before we release it?
Who, me?
I mean, anyone in the studio, sure.
Sorry, I was
You're the DLC lead.
I was just checking.
I don't know. I have to thank my team and like all the departments that I had to work. I worked with, because everybody made great job, and how without them this couldn't be possible, and without how well they work and how awesome people they are, it wouldn't be possible. So for chat, thanks to the team, because they deserve it.
100%. And how about
They
you, Andy?
deserve it more than me. Sorry.
I can confirm that the team has done a fantastic job surviving the difficult times of creation of this big project. So big thanks to the SCS software team, big thanks to the ProCops team in particular, but of course really this is a contribution of many different professions and specializations in the company. Big thanks to the marketing team for having us here on the stream, for promoting the game, the DLC games, both games, so far games, relentlessly through the months before the launch. Great job. And of course, thanks for the support of the community. You guys are fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
We like the energy that the team is getting from all the positive vibrations on the social media and everywhere. It's really helping us a lot in going and keeping on going and pushing forward.
100%. I could not agree more with that statement. And it looks like the time has now finally come. So I think we do need to now switch to pressing that button, because the time has come for
we don't want people to wait too long.
We don't want people to wait too long. So there's thousands and tens of thousands of people watching. We have over 30,000 people on Steam. So the time
incredible.
is now,
30.
which is
okay. I'm here. I switched to my other screen.
Okay.
There's this big green button saying publish now. So I'm pressing it as of now.
Okay.
I've pressed it.
Okay. Exciting.
This Steam infrastructure will take a while to whole round thing rotating on the screen. And I'm not sure how fast the Steam cloud or whatever server's infrastructure is there behind that will update itself. It can be a couple of seconds more, but hopefully it's going to be any second now. And
Chat says it's out.
And it's out.
Okay,
It's out.
okay.
There we go.
Out.
Congratulations,
It's out.
everybody. The
Awesome.
iPhone is now out.
Confirmed.
Here we go. Congratulations to everybody. And I can see lots of people already saying they've already bought it. So if you'd like to get out there and go and purchase the Iberia DLC that's now available on Steam for Euro Truck Simulator 2, we really, really hope that you enjoy it. Honestly, there's been so much work and love and effort from all the teams that have gone into it, and we really hope that you enjoy exploring Iberia for yourself. So I'm actually lots of you are going to be going out there and getting to your trucks.
Yeah, true. Okay, maybe we can celebrate this milestone with playing the trailer once again. So. Philip, you ready with that? Okay, I will just park it here to not crash anything, and let's watch the trailer together.
Let's do it.
Philip, it's in your hands.
Take it away.
one.
Such an awesome trailer. Absolutely love it. Like the
Absolutely.
video work that went into that, showcasing all of Iberia is fantastic. The Iberia DLC now available for Euro Truck Simulator 2 now on Steam, and you can go out there and purchase it. But that's not the only thing. We know that all of you were hashtag ready for Iberia, but now are you ready to get cruising Iberia? So that's the new hashtag in town. We have, of course, a World of Trucks event that is also began, which you can travel all across Iberia and earn in-game rewards from doing so, with personal and community goals as well. The community goal is to drive 250 million kilometers, I believe. It's quite a big goal at hand, but I think
that's a big number.
the community comes together. I think they're going to smash it. It seems like every time we try to set the bar higher, it seems like the community always seems to surpass that goal anyway. I think we try to put it higher and higher each time, and I'm sure you will as well. And there's also the personal goal that if you can complete a delivery to or from any of the unique 20 Iberian cities, that you'll also earn in-game rewards for that as well. We have some really cool paint jobs and cabin accessories up for grabs. And of course, you can share all your photos with us from Iberia as you explore it using the hashtag Cruising Iberia. And you can find out more information at our blog, blog.scssoft.com, or you can head to worldoftrucks.com as well for all the full details and rules, and where the event will run to as well. So it's all very, very exciting to do. So make sure to check that out and participate in that as well, because you can earn free in-game items for doing so. And how is everybody feeling that's with me here on the stream right now? It's quite exciting to know that Iberia is out, right?
Yeah, I kind of can't believe it. It's finally out.
You can feel much lighter right now. Right? All the weight of your shoulders just dropped off.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So we're challenging you all. If you want to get out there and get trucking, don't worry, you won't have to hang around too much longer, because we're going to be wrapping up things here in just a moment. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in and supporting us today for the stream. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. Also, a massive thank you to our guests that have joined us this evening, the wonderful Annie, Prokop, and of course as well Pavel here, our CEO, and of course Nimiro, thank you for being our driver through Iberia this evening as well. It's an absolute pleasure.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
And
Pavel froze?
No, Pavel is there.
I'm here. I'm just watching the stream.
Okay. I was afraid for a while.
We are getting kind of paranoid over these topics here.
Also, a massive thank you as well to our guy behind the scenes, Philip, who did appear on stream very momentarily earlier as well. But
he's over there and he's amazing.
He also made an awesome trailer.
He did.
And that's also.
And we will bring him in front of a camera someday.
One day. It will happen.
Let's get some hard chat for Philip.
It will happen. We would torture him if not.
Okay, but we won't hold you guys any longer. We'll let you get out there and explore Iberia for yourselves. Before we disappear, is there any closing remarks from anybody that would like to say anything to the community or anything else?
Yes.
I think we should hurry to allow the streaming team to join the after party at SCS, at the virtual replica of SCS. We'll bring you in, guys. You've missed some things.
Okay, cool.
And meanwhile, again, big thanks to everybody who created this fantastic DLC. Let's keep our fingers crossed that no major bugs will be discovered. It's always making me nervous. I guess everybody's still nervous that what if we had been through extensive internal betas, external testing with our volunteer group, also thanks to them, a lot of feedback, a lot of fixes, a lot of polishing, but you never know. So we are kind of on standby. If anything needs to be hot fixed, we will, of course. But for now, hopefully, this is going to be an enjoyable experience and everything will be smooth for people. So thanks again.
Okay.
Well, thank you,
Someone
everybody.
in chat says, if something breaks, it's Prokop's fault.
Yeah,
yeah, it's definitely my fault.
So now the pressure's
And
back.
I will have to fix it.
Now all the stress is back, right?
I already know about few things that have to be fixed.
Be kind to him, chat.
But it will take a few days, but it will come. And I hope it should be minor things that only very few people should.
But let us know, chat. Let us know because we always need your feedback. We always need your opinions, and we always love to see your screenshots, videos, and posts over social media platforms about how you like the new DLC.
Absolutely. Make sure to let us know over on our forums and our social media as well. But let's wrap things up here, folks. We'll let you get exploring Iberia. Thank you again for coming along to the stream. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to seeing all of your wonderful photos, videos, and feedback across our social media as well. So from all of us here at SES Software, we hope you have yourselves a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And we'll catch you again soon for another stream. Make sure to give us a little follow as well on all our social medias for more announcements in the future. There's lots of exciting things still to come. So from all of us, have yourselves a wonderful day and enjoy Iberia. We'll see you then, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.